Psalm 22 ends with a number of verses of anticipatory praise. David lists a number of individuals or groups that he is confident will one day praise the Lord, even if they aren't praising him today. And so I'm going to read through the list of all those individuals or groups that David lists in Psalm 22. And while I'm reading through them, I want you to see if you can find yourself in any of those groups that David mentions. You ready? All right. So David starts out by saying that David will one day praise the Lord. So he starts with himself. Then he adds on David's brothers, the congregation, those who fear the Lord, all the descendants of Jacob, all the descendants of Israel, those who are afflicted, those who cry for help, the poor, all the ends of the earth, all the families of the nations, all the rich, all who die, and finally, those who cannot keep themselves alive. Were you able to find yourself in any of those? I bet you were. And you know what it means if you were able to find yourself in any of those? It means that God knew that you would have days when it would be difficult to sing a song of praise. Sometimes many days in a row. And for a wide variety of reasons, some of which are mentioned here. It's hard to sing a song of praise when we are afflicted with troubles, when we're crying for help and we're needy, when we have to face death, or when we realize that we're just too weak. We are too weak to keep ourselves alive, and we're even too weak to live in a way that really serves well the people that we want to serve well. Some days it's hard to sing a song of praise, but you will. Just remember the context of Psalm 22. It starts out with the verse that Jesus quoted on the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And then it goes on to describe in great detail the pain and the agony that Jesus was suffering on the cross, a day when it was very difficult for even his most faithful followers to sing a song of praise, and rightfully so. Something awful was happening. But this gets us into the mind of Jesus again in a particular way. It reminds us of something that Jesus was anticipating as he was hanging on the cross on that Friday. He was anticipating Sunday. He was anticipating and expecting his resurrection, when the payment for sins would be complete and accepted, and his victory over death and Satan and the grave would be complete. Jesus anticipated the resurrection. Sunday was coming. And of course, his resurrection is a guarantee that one day yours is going to come too. The day when you will be raised to the place where we will sing our unending song of praise. And until we get there, and we will get there, you do have the right to know. Well, I guess you do have the right to sing a song of anticipatory praise, just knowing that there's nothing that can take that away from you. And that the God who has prepared such a special place for you at such cost to himself, well, he's not going to leave you alone any step of the way there. He's with you today too. Whether you feel like singing a song of praise, we have reasons to praise our great God, who knows what's coming and wants you to know too. Rest well tonight, my friends.